So I'm here with.
April Goldchild.
Nice to meet you, April.
Hi.
Whereabouts are you from originally?
I'm from the Blood Tribe, south of Alberta, and I was born and raised in Edmonton. Grew up in foster homes and group homes, Edmonton area. Been homeless on and off since I was 15. In and out of like T-cell buildings, which is places where they help you like get your own place, and there's staff on site and everything.
So how was your childhood growing up in Edmonton?
It was kind of crazy. Didn't trust anybody really. Didn't trust any adults especially. That's why I was like, I got moved around a lot, right? So like every home I moved in, I didn't trust anybody, so I never really opened up to anybody. So I was really quiet. Yeah.
What was it like going from home to home?
It was hard. Especially didn't know where I was going, so when I became a teenager, I just started running away. Yeah.
Is that how you became homeless at 15?
Yeah. I ran away, and eventually my social workers just stopped looking for me and decided to just let me do my own thing when I turned 16. And then I just started, chilling on the streets and got into some trouble and with the law and drugs and alcohol. Yeah.
Can you describe what it's like being homeless at 15 years old?
Hard. That's why I use drugs to self-medicate. Yeah. I don't know. It's just really hard being homeless. And people look at you differently if you are homeless, and if you're just like dressed like a homeless person, or like, like not looking like you're not homeless. People look at you and they judge you, especially if you're native. And yeah, I don't know, it's just hard being homeless, I guess. Keep saying that.
Do you remember the first time you tried drugs?
First time was weed, and I was 11 years old. Yeah.
And what did that progress into?
Then I started huffing like gas, aerosol cans when I was 14. Got into ecstasy when I was 15. Then I got into meth when I was 20. Didn't start drinking till I was 18. And then I started doing all the other drugs when I got into the club scene when I was 21. Started doing meth when I was 21. Then Special K, shrooms. Yeah. And then 6 years ago, I got into the down. It started off with Dillies, Dilaudid, and then it progressed into carfentanil, and I haven't stopped since. Yeah.
Can you describe what it's like doing the carfentanil?
Oh fuck. If you don't have it, you're sick, like really, really sick. Like, it's not just like mental, it's like physical, and so you get more than cravings. And if you don't have your fix, and then you won't be able to walk, talk, like, yeah, you just can't move or anything. It's like hell. Yeah, it sucks. And the more like the first day is not so bad, the second day is pretty bad, third day, like the more days you get sober, the worse it gets with fentanyl. Like, as in other drugs, it gets better, It's the opposite with fentanyl. So, like, the more days you get sober, the worse the withdrawals are. Yeah. I was on methadone for 3 months last year, but then I relapsed, and then back to doing down, and then to the point where I got into the meth, and then I was living at a home, and then I got really high on meth and tried to burn it down. So that's why I'm here.
When did that happen?
Been 6 months now. Happened in January. Yeah.
Can you describe what it's like being homeless in the winter here?
Holy crap. Sucks. It sucks because like everywhere you try to warm up, they won't let you warm up anywhere. So like, if you don't have a tent or anything, or yeah, it's cold all the time, and it sucks. Can't like go in the mall because they'll kick you out. Can't go in the library because they'll kick you out. And it's like everywhere you go to warm up, you know, unless it's anything minus than 25, like minus 25 and under, then they'll open up like the LRT stations. But even that, like, yeah, I know a few friends that froze out here, so yeah.
Do you think what do you think can be done to help homeless people?
Housing, more support for housing, I guess. Yeah.
And what are some of the craziest things you've seen?
Holy crap. Overdoses are pretty crazy. Like the first time like I seen an overdose, it was pretty traumatizing. But it's kind of fucked up to say that like the more like I've seen so many overdoses that it became like a normal thing, and I don't panic or anything anymore like I used to when I first saw them. It's like a normal thing, right? And then like, they just, I don't know. Yeah, it's probably the craziest things since seeing people like stop breathing and all that, and you have to revive them. That's probably the most craziest. Not the one of the craziest things I've seen. I don't want to talk about the crazy stuff, but yeah.
Do you think there's an opiate problem here?
Yeah.
And why is that?
No clue. I think they wanted us to kill ourselves, to be honest. Yeah.
Do you want to get off drugs and do you want help?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. But it's hard.
What do you think is a way that would help?
I just have to do it and be more motivated, I guess. I don't know.
Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
All right.